Shroomstomp here, and we are back on the ladder playing the underused and still the rain team. I think this will be the final version of the team for now. I put in Celesteela, uh, which is pretty good Pokemon in rain because, well, it loses the fire weakness and in general it's just a good switch in to many attacks. And well, not every Pokemon has to be a water Pokemon or has to directly profit from rain to be valuable in a rain team. And Seismitoad got leftovers and Stealth Rock, so it's a bit bulkier and has a bit more longevity, which is generally something that this team lacks. Our opponent has a pretty balanced looking team, almost a bit bulky. Although you can definitely run different sets on each Pokemon. Let's see. Um, think Politoed could be a good lead. Nah, well, not really. Seismitoad could be. Seismitoad is actually a pretty good lead against most Pokemon. Toxic Spikes on his part would be pretty strong because it hits 4 of my Pokemon. But I doubt he would stay in and eat an Earthquake. Although he could think that I'm Earth Power, and he can definitely take that. Let's see. I mean, Crobat would be his only switch in, and that would be okay. Okay, he just takes an Earthquake and dies. Okay, that's a good first turn for me. Probably expected me to go for Stealth Walks, but that was a bit of an over prediction on his part. Crobat comes in. Well, Celesteela is a good switch in general. But I could also use the opportunity to get my walks up. And maybe Tentacool was his rapid spinner, so okay, he uses taunt. Well, then I think he is more of a defensive set, so getting chip on him isn't actually that valuable. So I'm just going to switch into Celesteela. I can easily tank that. And I think, what do I do? I could go for a substitute or I could straight go for Leech Seed. I think I'm just going for Leech Seed first. Yeah, could go to Politoed, which is a good play, because if he goes for Earthquake, then I can pretty much eat that up, heal that up with Leech Seed, I meant to say. And now he doesn't really have a good switch on. Chivachi might be his best switch on, but he doesn't want to get burned. Regias is also a potential switch on, but when we can predict and go for a Toxic. I think I'm just going for a Toxic. Okay, I called it correctly. Getting a Toxic on that thing is pretty good because, well, half of my team are special attackers. But what do I do now? I don't really have a good switch on because Veggies learns Thunderbolt and yeah, it's not something I really want to switch into. Could go to Seismitoad, but an Ice Beam would also hurt a lot. Yeah, I think it's my best play. Okay, luckily he went for Thunderbolt. I could actually just go for liquidation right now and don't get my rocks up. Let's think what's more important right now. I still think stealth rocks right now are pretty important. And maybe we conditioned him enough that he fears that I go for an attack, because in the first round I could have gotten my rocks up as well, but chose to attack straight away. I don't know why he switched into that one, although, I mean, he doesn't really have a lot of good switch-ins anyway. I'm just going for Earthquake. Okay, he stalled, just wants to stall out some turns. Now can go for Knock Off. If he switch into Crowbat, then yeah, Heavy Duty Boots would be gone. But he stays in, but which is still good because it cripples them a lot. Oh, okay, it's Guts Conkelda. I'm expecting a Drain Punch. I could predict it and go into something like Mantine, but the question is that really necessary? I think I have such a good lead, I don't have to predict that much. Yeah, so think I might go into Ludicolo now. I think Ludicolo is good. Just fire off a Scald. Oh, that still does so much damage. Another one unfortunately doesn't KO, but no, I actually just stay in because Ludicolo can take a hit. Oh, it's rest. That's really unfortunate. Let's go into Azumarill. If it's Sleep Talk, then that would be really bad. Oh, okay. Okay, fortunately got Ice Beam. That was a bit risky. Hopefully we are faster and it doesn't have a switch into liquidation at all. Yeah, that's great damage. That dies. Could go into Crobat right now. And U-turn? Or Brave Bird, I guess. I definitely can't allow the Regice to rest again. Celesteela doesn't allow that because it's faster and can KO with Heavy Slam, but something like Politoed or maybe even Mantine could allow that if they don't do enough damage. Although the Scald of Ludicolo did a whole lot, so I think the only Pokemon that would allow rest would actually be Politoed. Yeah, what am I doing? I just I just saw that and still switched into it. Now that was a bad play of my part, definitely. I kind of thought, okay, let's just switch into Politoed and tank the U-turn. But my opponent didn't play that well, I think. He shouldn't have switched into Conkeldurr. I'm just switching into Mantine. If I lose it, it's okay. If you did Drain Punches, that's good too. I'm just going to Scald, expecting the Hippo. Yeah, exactly. That still would have done a lot of damage to the Conch. Would have crippled it enough. Let's Scald again. Now he can go into Regice, but I win the Weather War for good. And that is definitely not his play. What am I doing now? I could sack the Mantine. I could also sack the Politoad. And then I just win. You can't stall out the turns actually. Yeah, I'm just sacking my Politoad. He can't stop in these 8 rounds of rain. I will just win. I mean, I hope crit Mark Punch won't knock me out, but I don't think so. Okay, crit Mark Punch would have knocked me out, so that was actually a bit of a misplay on my part. Although I think I can, so I could have switched into Mantine, which most likely would have lived a crit Mark Punch. And we can go into a Zoomable. Okay, my opponent forfeits. That was a nice game. I think we'll do another one with this team in the next episode. So